Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name's Callie Say and I'm here at Transwest in Horse Trailer Sales. So for those of you that are familiar with us, you know that we are Cimarron and Logan dealers, as well as we have a big variety of used trailers that we take in on trade or actually buy outright. So if you're looking to trade your current trailer in on a new fancy Cimarron or maybe one of our used trailers, let us know. So this is actually an inventory unit that I've got right behind me. This one is currently available. However, you'll want to call in and make sure that's still the case once you see this video. But this is a 2023 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck. And the great thing about Cimarrons is they are completely custom built trailers. So every single trailer that you see on our lot that comes in on trade was either built by us or the customer. So there's no one size fits all for Cimarrons. We can go in and add additional marker lights, upgrade to a hydraulic jack. We can change the sheet color, change the height. There's so many options that you can do on a Cimarron. So we do our very best to video each one that comes through because a lot of people make a lot of really great decisions when they are customizing their Cimarrons. So let's go check it out. So like I said, this one is an inventory unit. So this is one that we spec'd out and put our name on. You've got the spare tire under here. This comes with a Lion's Head warranty, and Lion's Head warranties their trailer tires. They do a 1-year no questions asked, 2-year roadside assistance, and 5-year against any manufacturer defects. Every Cimarron comes standard with aluminum wheels, so you don't have to worry about an upgrade to a steel wheel. And then every single one is filled with its nitrogen filled tires, so that it helps maintain a more stable PSI. Especially in the fall and spring when you start out really cold in the mornings and it warms up quite a bit, it's really nice to have those nitrogen filled tires on your trailer so that you don't see those fluctuations that you can with just completely regular air filled tires. On this particular trailer, we did a crank jack. However, if you wanted to, you could upgrade that to an electric over hydraulic, something we can do through our shop, or if you're wanting to build a Cimarron from scratch, something that a lot of people will end up putting on right at the beginning during the build process. So really great options there. We did the white 050 aluminum sheets on this trailer. The white sheets keep these trailers a lot cooler. They tend to hide a lot more dirt and little scratches on them, and they seem to be the preferred color choice for a lot of people. However, we do have a wide variety of colors that you can choose on your Cimarrons for a little bit of an upcharge. So this is one of the reasons that a lot of people like this setup here, is this really cool tack room we've got on this trailer. You've got a 5'6" front tack, so your short wall on your tack is 5'6". And what that allows us to do is to have these 2 swing out saddle racks with the double door setup. This is something we've been doing on our 6 horses for a while, but we figured a lot of people really love it on our 6 horses. We'll try it in a 4, and it has been really, really popular. So some of the things we do standard on these trailers, and this is Transwest that makes these choices. We throw a fold-up step on every one of our inventory units. It just makes it so much easier to get in and out of the trailer. Even though you're 6'10" wide and you have a running board here, it's a much higher step up. You can see the difference that it would make to have to get in and out of that trailer. So having this little fold-up step on the gas shock is a real big game changer for us. Makes it a lot easier for me to get in and out of these trailers. On each door, you've got a 4-tier swing out blanket bar on a gas shock with a brush box below. And these brush boxes are really nice. They're made of a really heavy duty plastic here. It's easy to rinse out. I mean, you can throw all your leaky fly sprays and shampoos in this one and you can make sure you get it cleaned out nice and good. This does become the junk drawer of the tack room, so it's nice to be able to clean that every now and again. You've got a window on the tack room door so you can get some airflow moving through there if you've got some saddle pads that need dried out on your way home. And then this saddle tier on the gas shock swings out It's nice and out of the way. We do a big 42-inch wide door here so that you still have room to get by your saddles. You don't have to worry about your saddles getting pinched coming out the door. But the nice thing about these Cimarron saddle racks is they're completely adjustable. So if you wanted to, you just take a little crescent wrench, you've got a bolt on the top and the bottom, and you can just loosen these up and move these up and down to your exact specifications. So if you have more than 4 saddles, we option this one with just 4 total saddle holders on this one. It is so easy for you to just go in and add additional tiers to these saddle racks so that you can have it completely customized to your needs. We usually try and keep some of these saddle tiers in stock, so if that's something you want before you pick it up, just let us know and we can get one of these priced for you. All right, so we're going to work our way into the tack room here. And it is just so spacious and open. I've got this one in here just to kind of show you what it looks like in its storage position. It's still nice and out of the way. We've got a 12-inch wide half boot box here on this gooseneck drop wall. That just makes it so much easier to get in and out of the trailer, but it also gives you a nice amount of storage here. So these boot boxes, we option them on almost all of our gooseneck trailers for inventory. We did a little shelf with a clothes rod underneath right here on this passenger side wall. We find that a lot of people really like that setup to hang show shirts and everything. Up in the nose, you've got 2 windows in the gooseneck. And this is just a standard height trailer, so you are 7'1" tall, but it gives you plenty of room if you wanted to take a nap or something up there. Get a nice little cross breeze going. If you wanted to upgrade this trailer with an AC unit, we did pre-brace for an AC. It's not that much to go in and pre-brace for an AC during the build process. It just makes it so much easier if you want to go and add one on later down the road. You don't have to go in and add additional framing. So it's already set up there. It's not very costly to do right at the build. We've got these OptiBrite lights on either side, switches on either side, so that no matter which door you come in, you're going to be able to see what you're doing. These OptiBrite lights are currently going to be running off of your truck, so, or if you've got it plugged into like a little battery box like we do now, but you can always go in and add an additional battery if you wanted to be able to have lights on your trailer when you're not hooked up to your vehicle. So these OptiBrite lights are LED. They're huge light panels. They throw off tons of light. One of the things I love about these Cimarrons is with all the white aluminum sheets, you come into one of these at night and it's like daylight in here. It just makes it so easy to see what you're doing. Right here in this corner, we've got room for a 25-gallon water tank. That water tank is on a nice little stand, makes it a lot easier to fill buckets. It fits nicely in those corners, so when this saddle rack is swung in, you barely even notice it's there. And then we went ahead and did a ton of bridle hooks on this wall. By carpeting this complete partition wall, makes it nice and quiet for your horses on the other side, but it also gives us all of the space to hang all these bridles without worrying about them brushing back and forth against the aluminum. So you're going to have plenty of room for all of your tack in this trailer. It's really well optioned for somebody that's maybe doing multiple disciplines or wanting to tack off of each side. And then the last upgrade that we did in here is we actually did rubber mats on the floor instead of carpeting. That's something we've been doing on a lot of our trailers. It's just so much easier to clean. We have another option now where we can do like a rubber tread that is seamless in here. So I think you'll see that on some of our trailers going forward as well. We're going for easy to clean because we know a lot of times you're not in the best of situations as far as mud goes. It just makes it so much easier to keep it clean if you're not having to scrub your carpet afterwards. So continue out this way here. So the floor length on this trailer is 23 feet on the box. So it's a really nice manageable size to pull around. You're only adding about 2 feet off of a standard 4-horse gooseneck for that huge tack room that you've got there. And that's one of the reasons it's such a great option for people, is that you're still a very manageable size, but you get all of that storage. So on these 4-horse goosenecks comes standard with a escape door with a drop-down window on the first stall. You'll also see that the stud divider is standard on these first stalls here. Just makes it really nice if you're only hauling 3, you can throw your hay, your coolers, your buckets, everything up front and not have to worry about them sliding back into your horses. And one of the things I love to point out is how big these drop-down windows are on these Cimarrons. You can get an amazing amount of airflow moving through these trailers with the size of these drop-downs, as well as the bus windows on the hip side. These jail bars are one solid piece, so they're really easy to operate. If you need to throw feed or check on a horse, you just lift up a little and then right out they come. So I like that there's no moving parts on this. It just makes it so that you don't have to worry about additional noise. You don't have to worry about parts failing. This is a really, really great setup. And it's just like a look into how Cimarron engineers their trailers. They do their best to make sure that these are going to be a nice quiet ride for your horses. So anywhere you've got the ability to have metal on metal contact, you're usually going to have some sort of plastic buffer to quiet that ride for your horses. Also, metal on metal wears a lot faster, so it's just a really great setup all around. If you don't want to drop those drop down windows but you still want some airflow, you've got these bus windows on these head sides that you can always just slide right over. We've got a big 16-inch awning light on each side of the trailer, so that if you're tacking up at night, you're going to be able to see exactly what you're doing. Those throw off a ton of light. And then this trailer is running on some nice heavy-duty 7,000-pound rubber torsion axles. You've got plenty of axle underneath this trailer for what you're needing to load on here. And then these are 16-inch wheels and tires that are load range E. So we've really optioned this to be well set up to haul your horses. One of the things that people love about these trailers are how clean the exteriors are. So you're not going to have a bunch of rivets and bolts that you have to worry about replacing. Everywhere you've got a seam on this 050 white aluminum, there's actually 3M tape right behind it. So what that allows you to do is it allows the aluminum to expand and contract without bubbling or popping. So as it heats up, the aluminum will need to expand and contract. So by having that 3M tape, it just gives it more flexibility. It's also quieter and it's a lot stronger than metal fasteners as well. Another thing I like to point out on these Cimarrons is that everything is almost a puzzle piece on these trailers. Cimarron owns a lot of different extrusions to build these trailers. So everything is going to be tongue and grooved, and you'll notice that everything's going to have a nice clean exterior appearance. What that tongue and groove allows you to do is it adds strength to your trailer. So every time we have somebody that has to go in and weld a joint together on a trailer, if you're doing 3 pieces, there's a lot more room for error versus like these bottom running boards, these side slats, they're all one solid piece. So you're taking away some of the human error on it, you're adding strength, and you're giving it a nice, clean, sleek appearance. These side extrusions are not just pretty, they also have some nice structural strength to them. There's triple hollow cores running through these, so you're going to get the benefit of added strength, which is going to help maintain the sidewalls of your trailer. So we have incredibly strong aluminum trailers here. I actually pull a Cimarron. I'm on my second one, and they're probably going to be the only brand I will ever pull, because I really do believe in the quality of construction. So as we work our way around here, we've got a 60-40 door setup. So if you've got nice well-broke horses that are okay hopping through a smaller entryway, then you only have to worry about getting one door kind of pushed back. We've got holdbacks on either door, so if you are training horses and you've got somebody that's just a little more nervous, you can open both doors and make it a nice bright white space for them. One of the things I was talking to customers about yesterday is how bright and light the interiors are in the stall area. Your horses don't feel like you're shoving them into a dark cave. And that has a lot to do with this line and insulate that we've got in the stall area. Comes standard on your Norstar models. So you've got kick mats 48 inches high on the head side, 54 inches high on the hip side, and then above that you've got the line and insulate with the white aluminum sheets. What that does is these nice big bright opti-bright lights will really reflect off of that white, and it'll make it really comfortable for your horses to load in and out because they don't feel like they're getting loaded into a dark space. So helps eliminate a lot of the shadows, keeps those horses nice and comfortable. One of the other things I really love about my Cimarrons is that everything is meant to be done one-handed. So usually when you're going in and out of a Cimarron, you're usually having a horse in the other hand, so you don't want to have to be worrying about dropping pins into dividers or anything like that. So having this a nice, easy, one-handed operation on this paddle latch just makes it super simple to load and unload horses. These are spring-loaded dividers, so they won't be running back on top of you. We're at a little bit of an angle here, and they're still gonna stay pretty well back against this wall here. And that's really nice because you're not having to worry about getting a horse in here and having the dividers slam on their butt and scare them and put you in a dangerous predicament. So really, really great operation on these. We went ahead and added padding to all these dividers. This is a really nice little trailer. Might as well have it a little bit upgraded. But if you have horses that just end up chewing on these pads, they're optioned on here, so you can always leave them off. One of the nice things about these divider pads is that they do keep your horses from rubbing on this aluminum, and if you've got light colored horses, you'll know that this aluminum will leave those dark marks on them. And so if you're going to a show, you want your horses to look nice, you don't have to give them a bath when you get there, these pads are a nice little safety net for you. Two-way roof vents over each stall. You can push them forward or backward depending on how you want the air to circulate in here. And then once again, you've got your nice big stud divider on that first stall that we discussed. These are extruded aluminum dividers. They're not your chintzy cheap dividers that you'll see on some trailers. And what that allows is, once again, a lot more structural strength. So if you've got a horse in here that is a little bit uncomfortable and pushing against it, it's just a lot safer for everybody involved. Also, if you have to step on these brakes for any reason, I mean, we try and drive as carefully as possible. We can't always control the people around us. The strength of these dividers is going to keep your horses nice and secure and safe if you have to make quick decisions for your driving. So really love these heavy-duty extruded aluminum dividers. Got several different options for those. If you wanted a bar type, that's an easy upgrade. These are our solid standard on the partials as well as the stud. And then if you wanted a completely full with extended bars all the way over, so it's more of a rectangular setup, that's also another option. So these are some of the very few things you can do on these Cimarrons. They're amazing ideas that our customers come up with that, as long as the engineers are on board, they're usually game to try. One of the last things I wanted to point out before we walk away from the stall area is that roof up there. That is not an aluminum sheeted roof. Every Cimarron comes standard with a FiberTech roof. FiberTech is an insulated roof, fiberglass roof that is incredibly strong. So we have some hailstorms that come through every summer, and our Cimarrons do incredibly well against the hail. They've recorded up to baseball size hail hitting these roofs without any damage, and that helps keep the structure of your trailer together, so they're not just sitting up there keeping the water off your horses, they're adding structural strength. The core, that their honeycomb core, will actually keep it a lot quieter, so that insulating property. And then once again, it's going to keep your horses a lot cooler in the summertime. We were standing in this particular trailer yesterday with customers, and it was amazing how much cooler it was in this trailer versus out in the world where the wind was. So we love that roof as well. That comes standard on every single Cimarron. So as we work our way around here, you'll see these big bus windows on the hip side. These are not the bus windows that you had on your first trailer probably. These are huge bus windows. They let in a lot of air. These are about the size of some people's drop downs. So if you're wanting to move a lot of air through your trailers, this is a really, really great option. Some people, if you're somewhere where you know you're going to be stopped in traffic a lot, there's not going to be a lot of wind moving through your trailers, some people will go in and have us add fans after the fact. Our service department is really capable of doing a lot of modifications to trailers after the fact. So if you wanted one in inventory that was close, but not quite, if it's sitting here, just ask us what kind of modifications we can do, and there's a good chance our service department is capable of making that happen. So as we work our way to the front here, as I mentioned, as of right now, this trailer is still currently available, but it just got here, so I don't expect that will be the case for long. It is a 2023 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck. The stock number, if you want to look it up, is 5N211013. That's a great number for you to reference if you call in. If you guys have any questions on this trailer or any others that we have available, please give us a call. My number is 970-309-6368. You can text or call at that number, and I'd be happy to answer any questions about this one or any others that we have on our lot or on order. So thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope everybody has a really great day.